Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got a good video today. Man, today we are gonna be talking about sex, right? And our sexual energy, okay? Now look, if you cannot control that desire and that urge, right? You are in for a long one, I tell you, right? And it's crazy because the energy is very powerful. It's very powerful. So if you can learn to transmute that energy from just being like an animal, right? You see animals, you know, a dog will just start humping in the middle of the street, you know, and this is how people are. You get that urge, that urgency, that desire, and you have no control. You have no control over that. You get that and you just have to go, you know? But once you realize and look at yourself and you have a level of self-awareness and self-control, you know, and self-discipline, and you can control that energy, man, the person you can become is, I tell you, it's limitless, right? If you know how to transfer that energy, okay? And what does this look like, right? What does this look like? For me, semen retention, right? This is real stuff, okay? This is real stuff. You have to be able to hold that seed. You have to be able to hold that desire, okay? Check it. I left this out. I'm going to throw this in here somewhere. I don't know where, I don't know how, but when you're able to hold and control that desire, right? That is essentially the same thing we're doing when we are manifesting whatever we desire, okay? So once you learn that you can hold the sexual desire and that, you know, that strong desire that you get, when you realize you can hold this desire in your mind until something else happens, it clicks for you. It clicks for you. Whenever you're ready to receive this message, I'm giving you the sauce, okay? It clicks for you. You realize, damn, anything I want, I can have it as long as I can hold the idea in my mind long enough to see it in reality, okay? That's all manifestation is. All right, back to the video, okay? And this comes through practice. This is repetition. Everything you do in life is repetition, right? But the system, okay, and this programmed brain of yours, this programmed mind of yours, it learns these things through repetition over time, right? And we have things like advertising, marketing, and we know that sex sells, okay? You can really see that everywhere, like, sex sells, okay? So you can take control of your own energy, right? Because it is there. Everybody has these things. And you can channel this and focus this in the right direction and use it to become however powerful you want to be, right? Or every time it happens, you let it, you know, take you to that place. And this is just imagination.
Imagination. With imagination, I can be anything I want. A pirate. Arr. A football player. Hop.
A starfish!
Patrick, you're already a starfish.
See, Squidward, it works!
If you don't realize this is imagination, the most powerful source of imagination. You literally have the power to create another form of humanity, another being. You have the power to bring a new soul into this life because you have the power of God within you, right? So if you are just here on a very animal, low level of consciousness, all you want to do is have sex for consumer purposes. And this, you know, this is low level, right? It may feel good to you, but everything that glitters is not gold, okay? And look, I spoke about this earlier, our 6 tools, right? Memory, okay? Memory is one of these tools, right? Now, if you have a memory of sex that you cannot get out of your mind, you are, you are bound to this memory. And memories are there, whether they're good or bad. So we just have to be careful with what we do, right? You have to be careful. You have to be careful. You cannot just be out here doing whatever, You have to take control of that. And it's not to say that it's gone forever, but it's like, come on now. At some point in your life, you have to focus. You have to focus. I'm really talking to the young men, to the men in general, the boys, the males, because you have to earn that title. You don't just boy to a man because you turned 18, right? You got to earn that. So look, if you're a 40-year-old boy, 50-year-old boy, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there. They just look at girls, they look at women, and their mind just automatically goes there. They can't think about anything else. It's like, bro, first off, nobody wants to be around that. If you're around somebody that he can't control himself, she can't control herself, you don't want to be around that. It's just like we're elevating past these things. And it's not to judge. I tell you, it's not to judge, because I was that person. I was that person, I was this uncontrollable mind, just free, just wild. I just acted off impulse. I didn't think. If I felt like I wanted to do something, I would do it. And this is the power that we have, though, in life. But you have the responsibility to make sure that that power you are having is used in the right direction, is used for what God wants us to use it for. Not what this flesh and this body, this temptation, because that's what it is. That's what it is. You are being tempted on an urge, right? That God has already told us, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. And if you don't like that, it doesn't matter. Your feelings do not matter. They don't. How you feel about things, they don't matter, because life goes on and you will be judged, And ignorance is not the lack of knowledge, it's the refusal of learning knowledge, right? So if you spend your whole life going without God, that day is going to come, and you are going to have to look at your life and say, you will be judged. That's all I got to say. And this is not fear. I'm not driving fear into nobody. This is just real, It's a wake up. It's a call to wake up, right? If you have these desires and these urges that you cannot seem to get a grasp on, you gotta turn back to God, because you are over there. You are over there. And that's life. Everybody must focus on themselves, right? If I go try to save my friend that's drowning in that water, where am I at? I'm in the water, drowning, right? But if you lead by example, I'm going to drive by. I'm going to say, hey, you're drowning. You're drowning. You need to wake up. And hopefully you see me driving this boat and be like, man, I need to do something different. I need to change my ways, because I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not working for you. It's not working for you, right? You are just damaging yourself more and more and more, more and more and more, whether you want to accept that or not, But hey, what can we do other than change, I might have to end this video right here. Shout out them lone soldiers, man. Shout out them lone soldiers. Nah, let's get back into it, right? So look, if you find yourself right now battling that urge, I just challenge you to become aware, right? It takes the awareness. You have to first have the awareness, right? You realize, you're like, man, every time I get this feeling, I can't control it. You just realize that. And now that you realize that, you know that you have the power to change that, okay? And this is small, consistent steps. We're not trying to change our whole life in one day. We're not trying to go to the gym one day and see 5 years of results. It doesn't work like that, right? But you have to gain that awareness first, and you have to accept where you are. If you know where you are, you can know where you're going. If you don't know where you are, you can't know where you're going, right? So look, let's get paid. Let's get paid. And of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. Subscribe, like, comment. It's unlimited, man. We're about to drop so much game, so much content. I'm excited for the growth of this channel. If you're tapped in now, let's go. Let's enjoy the ride.